Hello and welcome to class 9th subject English Beehive book chapter 3rd The Little Girl by Catherine Mansfield. This video is the first part of the chapter students as this chapter is too long. Okay, so let's discuss about I should give the introduction first. Okay, so listen carefully. uh, the title of the story refers to the main character that we will come across. The little girl named Kezia means you can see the title is the little girl. Okay, so here the little girl, the name of that little girl is Kezia. The theme of the story is the relationship between children and their parents. And the writer Catherine Mansfield wants to tell us that children share a very important bond of love with their parents. Although, when children are small, when they are young, they do not feel that their parents love them because their parents are strict and many actions of the parents seems unjustified. But as children grow up, they realize that all the act done by their parents were beneficial for them. The parents were concerned for them, and beneath the strictness lies a heart full of love for the children, and this bond of love between parents and their children has been highlighted through this story. We will get to the story now. First of all, let's know about the author. Catherine Mansfield was born on 14th October 1888 in Wellington, New Zealand, into a middle class colonial family. Her father, Harold Beauchamp, was a banker, and her mother, Anne Burnell Dyer, was a gentle origin. She lived for 6 years in the rural village of Karori. Catherine Mansfield, one of New Zealand's most famous writer. Catherine Mansfield, one of New Zealand's most famous writer, at the age of 9 only, she had her first story published, entitled Anna Blake. It appeared in the High School Reporter in Wellington, with the editor's comment that it shows promise of great merit. Her last years Mansfield spent in southern France and in Switzerland seeking relief from tuberculosis. Mansfield died of a pulmonary hemorrhage on January 9, 1923 in France. So, let's get to the chapter by line reading and explanation. The little girl. Para first. To the little girl, he was a figure of fear and avoided. Every morning, before going to work, he came into her room and gave her a casual kiss, to which she responded with, "Goodbye, father." And oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of the carriage growing fainter and fainter down the long road. So, in the first para students, you must have got to know that what type of relation a parent or father used to have with his child. Okay, so here the little girl we are talking about is Kezia, and he here is the father of Kezia. Okay, he was a figure to fear and avoided. Okay, so little girl used to feel that his father is a figure of fear. Fear means um in Hindi dar. Okay, so she used to have fear from his father as he was having a very giant like figure, you can say, having appearance like a giant. That is why she used to afraid of from his father. Okay, so every morning, like before going to his work, he used to come in his room and give a casual kiss normally every day in morning. Okay, so as Kezia used to fear from his father, so in a fearing manner only, and being afraid only, she used to say goodbye to his father, goodbye father, and then she used to wait in her room only for listening the sound of the carriage of the bike. You can say that it is growing fainter and fainter, means when his father used to go for the office on the road. Okay, so as far the carriage moves, the voice of the carriage used to become slow and slower. Okay, so from that sound, when she used to heard going fainter and fainter, she used to be in relief. Okay, she feel relaxed at that time. In the evening, when he came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall. So, in the evening, after when his father come from his job, he symbolizes his father only, because as Kezia is telling the story, so uh, here he is the father of Kezia. So when he used to come from his office, uh, she used to stand on the staircases, and she used to heard the voice of his father, like in what mood he is or in what tone he is asking for anything. Okay, and from that time she got afraid from his father. So So at that time also, when his father come from his office, that the moment also she used to afraid from him, and used to stand on the staircases only. She never go nearer to his father. Bring my tea into the drawing room. Hasn't the paper come yet? Mother, go and see if my paper's out there, and bring me my slippers. So when his father used to come at home, he used to order for the things. First of all, he asked for the tea. Okay, that where is the tea, and he command for the tea to bring it in the drawing room only. And he at the same time he asked for the papers also, that his papers are not at his place. And he asked his mother, he used to shout on on her wife, that where are the papers, and just go and see where it is. Okay, and bring the slippers too. He asked for the things. Okay, and all the things were whatsoever he used to ask for, in whatsoever manner, everything was noticed by Kezia. Kezia mother would call to her, if you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. Slowly the girl would slip down the stairs, more slowly still across the hall, and push open the drawing room door. So in this paragraph, when we got to know that how Kezia used to react uh, when at evening time, when his father used to come back. Okay, so when he ordered for the different thing to his wife, at the moment Kezia's mother used to ask some works to Kezia also to do for his father. Okay, so he asked Kezia to go to his father and take the boots of his father off. Okay, so after listening this, for Kezia, it is a very difficult task to go to his father and do something for him, because she was really very afraid from his father. Okay, so slowly the girl would slip down. She used to come in a very slow manner from the stair, and very slowly she takes her each step to the hall, and then slowly she pushes the door of the drawing room and get inside. By that time he had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in a way that was terrifying to the little girl. So when she used to come, when she used to push or open the door and get inside the drawing room at the movement, the father used to see her with the with big eyes on for having a look of her daughter. Okay, a casual look you can say, but by that look Kezia used to get afraid of. Okay, so this is the thinking you can say, or misunderstanding what Kezia was having about her father. Okay, so, well, Kezia, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them outside. Have you been a good girl today? So, again, when she entered in the drawing room, the father also commanded her to take off the shoes and take it out from the room and keep it on its place. Okay, so at the moment when Kezia was doing the same, he asked one more thing from Kezia, that she behaved like a good girl on that day or not. Okay, so it was a genuine question, but because of that, she got afraid that father is asking to behave like a good girl. Okay, so she used to stammer an answer. I did don't know, father. You did don't know. If you stammer like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. So Kezia, in a stammering manner, you can see she answer like she don't know she behaved like a good girl or not. So he asked from the mother, like, if she will stammer like this, if she will stutter like this, then how the things will go on. If the same will happen in the future also, then they have to take her to doctor also for stammering. She never stuttered with other people, had quite given it up, but only with father, because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly. So here, students, stuttered means when we are afraid of anything and voice comes very slowly, and we think that the person who is in front of us doesn't feel bad or anything. We used to speak up in a very slow manner, in a very slow manner, by taking gap in our words or letters. Okay, so that is what stuttered means. So here, father asked from his mother, from Kezia's mother, that why she used to stammer. If it is like that, then they have to take her to the doctor. Then here the narrator is saying that she never used to stammer. Normally, she never used to stammer. It is just when she used to talk with her father. Okay, so because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly, and it is just because Kezia used to do, because she is trying too hard. No words are there to answer to his father. That is why she used to take a very tight effort to answer his father. Okay, answer her father. What's the matter? What are you looking so ranged about? So here father said ki, they said that what is the matter? What is the problem he is asking for? Okay, so what are you looking so ranged about? Ranged means unhappy. Okay, mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Here, Kezia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully. So here, father suggested one more thing to his wife, that, mother, I wish to taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Means he is asking that to his wife, that please taught her, please teach her that how to behave. Okay, how to talk. If she will react like this, if she will behave like this, as if she is forced to do suicide, or she is planning to do suicide. Okay, suicide means to give away our lives. Okay, so it was looking, she was behaving as if she is going to do suicide, and here father is telling her mother to help her. Okay, so his father again asked Kezia to carry the teacup to the table carefully. He was so big, his hands, his neck, especially his mouth, when he yawned. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. So Kezia or the narrator is saying that what Kezia was feeling about his father. The feelings of Kezia was like as the appearance of the father was, his hands and neck was long, okay, and especially when he yawned, means when he used to do yawning, at that moment his mouth becomes so big and his neck also becomes so large with his hands. And when Kezia think about his father, it appears his appearance was like a giant. Okay, giant means rakshas. Okay, so she think about that only. One Sunday afternoons, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. So, students, you can see in the picture here that Kezia is standing on the staircases and father is sleeping on the sofa by putting his legs on the cushion and keeping the handkerchief on his face, and mother is reading the magazines on the other hand. Okay, so that was the day of Sunday when father used to be at home. At the moment, what happened, grandmother who asked Kezia to go downstairs to the drawing room to have a nice talk with his father and mother. You can say to have a nice talk or to spend some time with his father or mother. Okay, but what when Kezia was sent downstairs by her grandmother, what Kezia saw that his father is laying on the sofa and sleeping, sleeping in a soundly manner. Soundly manner means he used to take out sound when he used to sleep. In different words, we used to say snoring. When we sleep, the sound of breath used to come out, or another sounds when usually come out when old people used to sleep. Okay, so such type of sound he used to make while sleeping, and mother was reading newspaper, so they were busy in their own work, and they were not having time for her daughter. She sat on a stool gravely. Here, gravely means seriously. Wrenched him until he woke and stretched and asked the time, then looked at her. Don't stare so, Kezia. You look like a little brown owl. So, what happened? As Kezia's grandmother has sent her to go and sit with his father and mother, so she do. Okay, she used to go there and sit on the stool, gravely wrenched him until he woke. She used to sat on the stool at the moment, and what happened? Gravely here means seriously. Seriously watched him until he woke. Means when his father used to woke up from his sleep, he used to see Kezia in a serious mood. Okay, he was having a serious look on Kezia, and he used to stretch his long arms and ask the time at the moment, and while looking at Kezia. And he used to say Kezia that don't stare, don't look at him. Means he asked Kezia to not stare on him. Stare means continuously watching, okay, without blinking her eyes. So he asked Kezia to don't stare on him. He also say that she looks like a brown owl. Uh, so one day when she kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pincushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. So, what is this? going to happen? Let's see. That one day, just due to cold, Kezia was inside her room or inside the house. Okay, so grandmother said to her that his father's birthday is going to come, so she should prepare a pincushion. Pincushion means a small pillow what we used to keep on our sofas or on the beds. Okay, so as you all know, his father used to like the soft pin cushions. So because of that, her grandmother suggested Kezia to make a birthday gift by his hand only, by her hand only, so that after like when she will give to his father that pin cushion, his father will feel good. Okay, and that was of yellow color. Laboriously, with a double cotton, a little girl stitched three sides, but what to fill it with? So, with a great excitement, she take a double cotton of cloth, and the little girl means that short the little girl stitch that cloth with three sides. Okay, but what to fill it with means what she will fill for making it a pincushion inside that three sided stitched cloth. That was the question. Means she was not she was not having any idea that what she will fill in that, because she was not having cotton, I think so, or she was not knowing about the cotton. Okay, so she was thinking to fill it with something. The grandmother was out in the garden, and she wandered into mother's bedroom, wandered into the mother's bedroom to look for scraps. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces, and stuffed her case, then sewed up the fourth side. So what happened? She was not getting any idea that what she should fill in that pin cushion. So she had uh, gone to her grandmother's room also, but she was not there, she was in the garden. So she wandered in the mother's room. She gone to her mother's room to have a look that if any scrap will be there, if any rough things will be there, she will put in that pincushion. So what she has found that on the side of on the bedside, one table was kept, and on it some pages were kept over there. What she has done, that she has taken those pages and tore them off, and she has just put in that cushion, and stitched the fourth side of the cushion also. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. What happened at the night? Like she had stitched that pin cushions for his father for gifting her, but that was a very hue, that was a very bad night for her at that in that house. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. What happened at that night? That his father was having some important papers that belonged to the Port Authority. Those they were not getting. He was not getting in his room. Room were searched. Servants were questioned. Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. So what happened? Like they have searched for the papers in the whole house, in the whole room, and they have asked from the servants also that whether they were knowing about the papers or not. Then finally, what happened? Mother came to the Kezia's room. Then Kezia, I suppose you don't see some papers on the table in our room. So mother asked from Kezia that have she had seen any papers on the in the case in her room. Okay. Then what happened? So Kezia's mother asked her that did she see some papers laying on the table in her room or not. Okay, so then Kezia replied, yes, oh yes, she said, I tore them up for my surprise. So she replied also in a sincere and very obedient manner that yes, she has taken those papers, and she had tore those papers for the a surprise which she is going to give to his father. Then mother screamed on her that what she has done. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. Then she asked Kezia to come downstairs to his father in his dining room. And she was dragged down to where father was to and pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. So what happened? Her mother just forced Kezia to come to the dining room by pushing her with his, stretching her with her hands. Okay, dragged means just taking Kezia with what you can say, like zabardasti, okay, in Hindi. So she was taking her in a by catching her hands or holding her hands in a hard way, okay. And when she has dragged down in the dining hall, what they have seen that father was pacing means he was waiting, or he is in tension, so he is roaming here and there, from this side to that side of the room by putting his hands on the back. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Like when after taking Kezia to the father, then father was just staring on the child, or at the child, that what she has done. Did you do that? He asked in a very angry manner. That had she done this or not? Then she just stammer again. No, 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 she whispered. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damn thing. See that the child's put to the bed this instant. So the mother said that go to her room and fetch down that damn thing. Means damn thing is here symbolized for the pincushion what Kezia has had made for his father. Okay, and she's asking to come to bring that down, what she has kept on the bed. Okay, so I hope this much you have understood, students. This is the first part, and for the next part you can go through. Thank you.